¿Qué venía ahí? Si te dejan, ¿no?
Do the right thing, always watch your children. Don't let them out of your sight. If you visit from overseas, you try to understand a little bit of English. Put your headphones and listen to your native language. 6 languages for that application. And I do not speak 6 languages. If I did, I'd have a better job in the United Nations. We have premier seating on the 2nd level. You have to pay extra via premier, which could be sold out in this cruise as well. That's where you get waiter or waitress service. And please don't go to premier seating unless you have upgraded to premier. And bad news for you smokers, absolutely no smoking on this vessel. You're gonna have to wait almost 3 hours, 2.5 hours for your nicotine hit. No smoking, not even in the bathroom. So it's not junior high school anymore. We do have life jackets. If you look around the vessel, there's big stainless steel containers on both of our decks. That's where you'll find life jackets. Whereas on the lower deck, you'll also find these little doors or hatches where the life jackets are stored. In an emergency situation, of course, we'll pass out the life jackets. You got a little toggle light snap for the belt. You separate the toggle with the belt fall out of your sides. And take the time to separate the bottom parts of the life jackets and get your head to the collar of the life jacket. And then, of course, bring the belt around your back and reattach to the front of your body. Now, all the life jackets have little black string-like ties right up by the neck area. If you have time to do it, definitely tie up those black string-like ties by your neck, because that way the life jacket will not slip off if you do have. There's the Intrepid, which I spoke of earlier. I think it's too late to go today. I might even let you in if it is open later today. Usually open until 5, weekends open until 6. Probably VIP tonight. First vessel by Comic-Con's about World War II. There it is, waiting for you. In the South Pacific, of course. There's the Green Wars in Flight simulators inside if you want to check that out in the coming days. All those skyscrapers already go by the front doors, because it's cool. We'll be opening up the door to the front bow area where you can see everything in the world if you want to embarrass yourself. It becomes the most popular place on this cruise. If you don't mind standing, just go down these stairs, wait for them to open the bow of the lower deck where you can see everything in the world. Embarrass yourself. Well, we're about to cross the vehicular tunnel. If you look on either side of the boat, there's brown items with green lubricant. The ventilation shafts for the Lincoln Tunnel, one of 4 automobile tunnels that can have. We got a lot of bridges too. You'll be seeing all of them, by the way. You're seeing very much a nautical city. All of our boroughs except for one. Islands are part of the island, except for just the Ross, which is our last borough today. That being Ellis Island. Faroe Islands, by Denmark. Javits Convention Center on our left, silver and black, named after our former senator. We have boat shows, auto shows, all kinds of merchandising events. Comic-Con will be there this October. For those who like to dress up in silly costumes, get your Star Trek costume out of your closet. I'm here for Comic-Con in October. Photo Plus Expo over there at the Javits Center. They also on your left, most of you can see the Empire State Building. If you don't have tickets for it today, there's no way you're going to get tickets. I think they have VIP seating at the top for the late evening hours. You wouldn't be able to get up there anyway. It's probably sold out for the rest of this day and probably tomorrow. Go to the website to see. Here's 34 on your left. There's the Empire State Building. Now remember, we'll see it again for the strip. And be there now. If you don't like, don't care about the Empire State Building, by the way, Macy's is just down the street on our left. Where we do have a 4th of July sale. I've got the shopping. What they call the World's Largest Show. Whales on board, what is it called? The big time gamblers, usually the teleport flying off. Weehawken, New Jersey on your right, that's where I am. Birdshot, Don Alexander. Hamilton, right. Most famous Joel had American history. You'll line up the Hill 4. So they had a politicians, which were won by Sherman Hamilton dead. And of course, it's part of the storyline of that very popular musical Hamilton. Like any reason why it's biggest for Hamilton. Hamilton's son was shot there 3 years earlier over here on the right side. Also part of the storyline. Tickets at a discount will not be available on TKTS for Hamilton, by the way. Big brown building on our left called the Stair, Lehigh Building, 1930. Martha Stewart. In front of 94 that building, for production center. Elevators in that building are large enough to take furniture, the large red boat on the left, the frying pan, the bar, the grill. Surprised it's not open today. It'll probably open tomorrow for this heat. The floating lighthouse here, the bar, the grill. Now the Chelsea Arts neighborhood is on our left. All kinds of galleries over there. I'm not sure they'll be open tomorrow. They're usually closed on Sundays and Mondays. They should be open tomorrow though. 27th Street, 17th Street, 10th, 11th Avenue. The building on the left with the black windows and silver trim is an interest. Interested, it's a condominium tower. What's interesting about the tower, on the opposite side of the building, you gotta see there are elevators, but they're elevators for your car. You have one of the higher apartments in that building, you park it on an elevator, take it up to the living room. I guess you don't have to worry about parking in that head down. You probably don't have to worry about paparazzi or photographers. So that place is extremely popular with celebrity types. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban each have an apartment at top of that silver tower with that silver trim tower. Big Jagger had an apartment there for a while too. So that's the one big girl. Red, white, blue piers are called the Chelsea Pier, Sports Complex, Rock on the Wall, it's waiting for the running center, volleyball courts, stuff to get you in shape, cafes and restaurants, get you back out of shape. The sound stages are here. So they filmed the second half of Law and Order Special Victims Day. We have some plans events if you want more. This was largely built. The Silver Tower, silver kind of bluish cladding, it's like, done by Jean Nouvel, French architect, very expensive condominiums. One of the condos near the top was bought early last year for $16 million. Flat round view. Short silver building we're approaching, done by Frank Geary. He's by IHC Internet conglomerate, Billy Hiller's company. Lightning Tree is part of that conglomerate as well. And then we have this netted in here. This driving range for golf enthusiasts. That limit is open today. You want to work on your stroke, get ready to go open or another competition of golf. All part of the Chelsea Piers complex. Now the Archangel is a Danish architect. I think he's just 40 years old. Designed these two towers on the left called the 11. The taller tower will be a Six Sense Hotel. The chain of hotels I'm not familiar with. We're going to see a lot of buildings he's been designing around the world. Actually on the cruising boat. What's one name of the other cruise up here? What's 57th Street called the Via, which is really interesting. So I'm in Neglecki, New Jersey. Back here right is Hoboken, New Jersey, where Frank Sinatra was brought up. And here on the bluff on your right is Stevens Tech. John Stevens helped develop the first steam-driven ferry boat system in North America. So they had all kinds of ferry boats going back and forth between Manhattan, New Jersey, and some of that fine engineering school we're passing. There used to be piers all along the waterfront on your right when we were the busiest seaport in the world. Also piers are on your left. And that's like 110 piers along this west side of Manhattan. One of the piers was just over this construction site. We're building a 2.5-acre island for concert events. Look carefully over those mushroom-like structures. There's a half-circle frame that's red. That's where Pier 54 used to be. That's where the Titanic was supposed to come. Well, it disappeared when Sandy the Superstorm came through here, so we're replacing this 2.5-acre island. That's the ponds on your left. So we'll have concert events there and other kinds of events right here at the edge of this meatpacking district. Between meatpackers left, by the way. But there's a building with light green windows. Standard hotel, small rooms, great views. Highlight Park goes right underneath the Standard Hotel where there are nighttime activities. This neighborhood is located, or loaded, I should say, with restaurants, cafes, even clubs. It's like EDM is. I'm sure they will be open to that. That fireboat, that is a fireboat with the Red House 343 fireboat. I think St. Americans probably got that name. That's the number of fireboats we lost on September 11th, and 4311. There's the Whitney Museum. Immediate left, silver structure, 7 stories high, all American art. Too late to go today, it should be open tomorrow. It's right around the neighborhood. Trades West 4th Street stop. No grid pattern here though, so you better have your GPS working. Or map with you. 3 silver towers on your left, the top of Richmond. The middle tower is where Velvet Line at the top of the stories is open. You got a triplex apartment. The third tower, the wider windows, is where Hugh Jackman has an apartment. I've been allowed to see some of the Greatest Showman motion picture that opened Christmas before last. He started it, of course. Let's film over the Brooklyn Navy Yard, which we're going to be seeing. So if you don't mind the hot weather, you want to hang out with the Yorkers, try the pier on your left that we're approaching. Pier 45 or Christopher Street Pier. And right up Christopher Street, of course, is the Stonewall Inn, as a lot of you know, where they had a great big A-Right celebration this last weekend. We're right up the street. This is one of 150 years of one side on the west side. And back to the right, you got the old Atlantic Water train station over here in Hoboken, New Jersey. Let's see, folks, that's kind of the port of the symbol of how important it should be. Yeah, it was my boat. We didn't have all of our towns on that George Washington Bridge. I'm 5 ferry boats going back and forth. Manhattan, New Jersey, 100 years ago. If you like popular music, by the way, Washington Street, which is parallel to the river over here in Hoboken on the right, is where all kinds of venues can be found. The blues, rock and roll, soul music, natural Bruce things on a regular basis. You get over there by taking a path, PATH. Now there's neighborhood on your left you cannot see. It's in the middle of the island. It's called Soho. It's listening south of Hudson Street. If you're texting on board, it's Hudson because it's named after a Dutch farmer. Not used to. The name of these buildings started building with cast iron back in the late 1800s. Structurally with cast iron, new technology. These are ornamental cast iron, very lovely buildings. A lot of the industry started in the 1950s and 60s. And artists will get started making rock stars. Soho in South. These are the exports. Holland Town named after Clifford Holland. His men are engineers themselves. Real like Greenwich Street. Jenga towers on the left now. Looks like a Jenga game with the top floor sliding apart. Top of Dr. Shirazak, Suicide Architect, 5600 Street. The top 2 stories duplex there was sold by the owner to another person just last year for $48 million. Imagine the views from that duplex at the top of the store tower. No taller buildings than mine, a lot of views. You look down this street, there's a building with a pyramid, not a pyramid, kind of pyramid-like, like a wedding cake with a statue. That's our municipal building. A lot of city government takes place. That's right, if you put up Broken Bridge, that should be the idea of how to help us out. Of course, we'll be going underneath the Broken Bridge, where the fireworks will see that during the summer, it's down for a while. Now we're going to have an apple. Pyramid Dome Spare Tub Building, Broken Bridge, was 1980s. American Express, Dow Jones, Wall Street, Harold Barron, all that. And then behind the Pyramid Top Building, most you can see it, on the Manhattan side, there's One World Trade Center. 1776 feet up in the air. This is by time for America. No way you can get tickets for the Outspeak Day today. I'm sure they're sold out. It might be sold out tomorrow. Check it out. You go to their website. Here comes an atrium on your left called the Winter Guard. Lovely stage with a French town called on this street. The lower atrium is a black tower. September 10, 2001, when we go by here, we look at this atrium. Now you can see the Twin Towers looking like an 11. Working out up there. 50,000 people in the Twin Towers complex on a whole weekday. You really must never forget 2,600 innocent people from 4 different countries were murdered at that site in Lower Manhattan. In New Jersey, and right, Jersey City, New Jersey was quite new, built in the last 25 years. Residential tower every year, and street structure. That was that very good, obviously. They Goldman Sachs, the brokerage firm, built this tower on the square base. We don't have to wear a piece of base. Massive. It's back office operation primarily. See underneath us is the train. Workers and people can't get around the area back on your left. We have to back here left, you see 3 World Trade Center getting back. And all the open air over there. This is all World Trade Center. Those 3 towers. It should be open tomorrow most of the day, but will be closed on Saturday. But this is Battery Park on your left. You'd have to come back, so you used to be here. So we get the ferry boats go out to the Spanish Living and or Ellis Island. But over by that white security tent is where you get those ferry boats. Get your tickets in advance, by the way. That's where New Amsterdam is located, by the green and red top building on your left. American Indian. Battery Park on your left. Manhattan Restaurant, all right? You're right. Oh, that's very good. jostle around up there behind those windows at the top of the ground. Just an observation of mine. And it is a spiral staircase, by the way, 150 steps up. You know, it's being pretty good physical, as they call it, a combination of glamour and camping. See those white tents? Quite expensive. You spend an overnight here, wake up in the morning and look out over the Statue of Liberty. I rent bikes, rent Surreys, hunts, especially on Fridays and Saturday nights. The old army buildings and Coast Guard buildings are we find galleries, art galleries this time of year. They open until September, late September normally. And we'll be showing you how to get over it. 170 acres harbor view. Got down back to the federal government about 22 years ago. Over the last 18 years now, to the public. The marks, a lot of famous people were actually brought up here, like the Smothers brothers, which made you famous for the fifth generation of people on board. And their father was in the Army when this was an Army base. But now back on your left, not a bad view, despite the haze of war that has. There you see one World Trade Center, 50 West Street, silver condominium town in the foreground. Three World Trade Center's most common is to the right. We also hear coming up on the left is the Canyon of Heroes, Lower Broadway. But between the green top, older skyscrapers on the left, not the skyscrapers. That's what they are. The green and red one, the old down center, Hudson Custom South Street, right over the trees. Now Free Museum, Museum of American Indian. Just left, a little taller with also copper on top. Number 1 Broadway, over off the United States line. So keep looking between those buildings. You'll be able to look right up the Canyon of Heroes. You'll actually see the Chrysler building up this stretch of Broadway. That actually is offered for $110 million, the top 7 stories of the Woolworth building. We'll see it again, by the way, as we get out to the Seas River. Really handsome building. You used to be able to look at the lobby of the Chrysler building, but since September 11, 2001, you cannot, except for special tours. Handsome lobby. So here's a close-up of Governor's Island, right? Just past Castle Williams back there. Special bridge. Didn't have any relations with it. But no put work to a place in New York Harbor. That black cannon on that fortress behind us is number 5 annually. Reached a blockade this harbor during that war. That's where in Washington. East River. East River, by the way, not a river. It's kind of an estuary connecting this harbor again with Long Island Sound. That's a city clipper on your right. It does cruises leaving from Battery Park throughout the harbor area, including jazz cruises, sunset cruises. In the back of your left, more modern building area is used by the Staten Island ferry boats, whereas this older building area is used by this white ferry boat. This is the one that will bring you over to Governor's Island. Last summer was $4 round trip, although this building area used to be used by ferry boats going between Lower Manhattan and Brooklyn. And then Brooklyn, off the right bow is that promenade. You can see the skyline of Brooklyn. 2.8 million people reside in Brooklyn. Therefore, Dutch down to the same name, different spelling. 2.8 million making it our largest borough of the 5 boroughs population-wise. And even when you don't want to watch the fireworks, that promenade is an excellent place to hang out and look out over Lower Manhattan at sunset. Take trains into the hub of Manhattan, Brooklyn on your right. Many subways get to the industrial business hub, I should say, and find Montague Street, which leads right down to this Esplanade. And check out the skyline on your left. Now here's our busiest teleport, used by Wall Street types, twin helicopters, and need used by our presidents for easy access to the Isle of Manhattan. There's FDR Drive, Franklin Delano Roosevelt Drive, the Italian building with the orange sky roof. It was home of the #1 police precinct, built in 1909. It's not in use right now. It is empty.
Everybody take a picture of me.
We have 135 police precincts, so employ around 35,000 police officers. On September 11th, we lost 26 police officers. We live in New England, right over our sister vessel, which does 1 hour cruise from here. Here's this brand new pier, Pier 17, which opened exactly a year ago, in fact, on the 4th of July. We have concerts here, art installations, a really great restaurant called Hudson. Heineken has a bar in here. I know Sting performed there last fall. I know how he sketched the performance. The stage is set up on top of here in the South Seaport area. Took the place here that was destroyed by Sandy the Superstorm. The Silver Tower, the ripple cladding on your left, is New York by theory. Frank Gehry designed it. It's rental. Two rental apartment halfway up that Silver Tower. You're probably talking around $12,000 to $13,000 a month. But don't worry, there are penthouses available at the top of that Silver Tower for $24,000 a month. The gold statues on top of our municipal building where a lot of city government takes place. Right at the foot of the Brooklyn Bridge, obviously, there's City Hall Park. Down here right is a man-made park over in Brooklyn. As you approach the Brooklyn Bridge, 1883, with 14 years to build.
1883.
John Rolving, a German-born engineer, designed it. 6,000 feet from end to end. Now there's 3 feet high with the tallest thing in America once complete. Totally dominated skyline of Lower Manhattan. Nothing was installed, it was just bridge towers, no church tickets, for example. And most of you know this. You can't walk across the bridge, but today they're probably going to close the bridge out early because they're going to have fireworks right here on the bridge. And they're apparently going to be bars right in this area behind us. One of the places where the fireworks will be located. Here it is, the 8th wonder of the world, the Brooklyn Bridge. John Rolving designed it, intended by the Wright Tower. Over here on the Brooklyn side, passed away from his injuries. His son watched his wife Emily oversaw the completion of the bridge.
आज ही नज़ारा हुआ इस ब्रिज का इतना बड़ा नहीं है वॉकेबल है वहाँ
So that's the Great Brooklyn Bridge, where there will be fireworks on the bridge. There's also bars nearby. And here's the Manhattan Bridge, 1912. So the neighborhood right known as Dumbo, Manhattan Bridge overpass. I think that was a movie, of course. It's a warehouse building in the 1880s. A great Italian restaurant there by that corner. Some really good wine bar over there. It's all shopping now in Dumbo. Down under Manhattan Bridge overpass there are galleries. Great views of Lower Manhattan from this park. On the left side of the street is Chinatown, the old Chinatown. Brown Tower to the Dumbo neighborhood, you can't get here by subway. The out subway train, George Street stop, very first stop in Brooklyn.
ये कल रात को हमने देखे थे ना पहली दफ़ा कितने खूबसूरत ब्रिजेस हैं एक दूसरे से बढ़ के
Here's a yacht that's for lease, by the way, if you want to lease it, $408,000 a month. Now they can't remember the name of it, they look around the corner for almost a week. In that neighborhood, over the yacht, is Little India. It's like Italian food, definitely market, just north of Chinatown. Little Mulberry, Grand Streets, to the back of Venice, Florence, Rome. That's great Italian food, top that off the town, all of them off. So lots of them. I've got a couple of thousand calories over there. Forget about weight lunches towards the end. Just one day. Martin Scorsese was involved with Little Italy, great time. 1,200 people who were taking outdoor fun with electricity. Pigs and eating the garbage on the dirt streets. Disease was a problem, of course. Tuberculosis, this crime was a problem. Saw the film games in New York, and I want to talk about that games were made like plug up with dead rabbits waiting on that whole game. These games even had price lists. You buy someone here up to $5, give someone like for $20. Do the big ones, I think, a game for $100. TV prices. If you want to learn more about the neighborhood, go to Lower East Side Tenement Museum at Delancey and Orchard Street. It should be open tomorrow. There'll be a guided tour of an old tenement building nearby. It's fascinating stuff. Very, very interesting. Brooklyn Navy Yard on your right. Started building ships here in the 1700s. Battleship Maine was built here. It's back to the Spanish-American War. They found water, Arizona, was all built here. And built with us here since 1955, USS Constellation. So it's got mixed uses. Got a dry dock over here. That black building just over about 2 years ago, WeWork uses a lot of space in that building. A lot of Americans are familiar with WeWork. And if you look over the cranes, it's hard to see over that light blue building. It's a long gray building. That's the Steiner Film Studios. 11 sound stages, the largest film and television complex on the East Coast of America. That's where they shot all of the Greatest Showman motion picture, with Hugh Jackman, of course. The Spider-Man film from 2 years ago, filmed all around New York City, partially in those studios. Men in Black 3 also filmed in those studios. We still look at the studios after we pass this cement pile. If you would have like that TV show Gotham, for example, this last season, they filmed it over there. It's the show Gotham. Lower East Side Park on your left. landfill. And then here's our last bridge for a while, the Williamsburg Bridge, 1903. If you want to remember those three bridges, all you have to do is think BMW. So look over your right shoulder of the cement tile, and you see some blue windows. If you want the entrance to the Steiner Film Studios, put a view with there's the commissary for the Steiner Film Studios, right on that cement tile. And because of tax breaks, there's a lot of filming taking place in New York City. If you walk around the city, you see a lot of white trucks. That means they're shooting a television show or motion picture. And all you have to do is look at the insurance form in the front window. They have insurance forms, and that'll tell you what the production is. A lot of you are familiar with IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, or their website. Punch in that film title or TV title, and you get all the information you need about that production. Here is Williamsburg Bridge, first all-steel constructed bridge on this kind, arch bridge of this kind, and BMW's high member of bridges. With W-Berg on your right, hipster neighborhood. There's more neckbeards than any other neighborhood in America. L subway train, Bedford Avenue stop is where how you get there by train. The L train is not working on weekends because of the reconstruction of the L subway underneath us. And that's because of Sandy the Superstar, which concludes the president of New York City in 2012. The left side is in fact the Lansing Street, the old Jewish club where you side. Definitely worth a visit. That's quite gentrified in recent years, but the stuff has a little bit of a feel on the late 1800s. Back on your right, Domino Sugar had a refinery, had a labor lockout, closed the operation down. Developers bought this site, got possession of 2,600 apartments, stipulation of 600 affordable apartments. That's something we desperately need in New York City. Look on your right, for example, see the building has reddish purple at the base, top stories is silver. About 2 years ago, they opened that building with about 500 apartments. 116 apartments there are what they call affordable. 73,000 people apply those 116 affordable apartments that building we're passing. This building on your right. If you like the cinema, you also find right next to the studio. There's parking left, looking forward to the Warville. All I got to do is the white The war zone coming up ahead of us, the we have to turn around. All the little bridges, it's all good. The water is too high with high tides. We can't go further up this way. This bridge. Through the camp and the tower, just go take care of the sea.
Look, it's a Costco. Do you see the Costco? वो देखो नीचे East River Plaza के नीचे. What do you need? Do you want to go to Costco? Look, another bridge. Yes, I see the car. अभी जी क्या कह रहा है? उससे पूछो। उसे कहो ओके। थोड़ी सी पीछे हो गई, खड़ी हो गई।
Oh my God, we're gonna hit!
Look, another bridge.